Hello Year 9, I'm Mr Meachard and I'm excited to talk to you about the Cambridge National Sports Science course. The course is a two-year course which is equivalent to a GCSE. The course helps students to appreciate how sports science underpins sport at all levels. You'll learn about injury prevention, improving personal fitness through appropriate training and diet, the role of psychology in improving a performer, and the impact technology is currently having on sport. To succeed on the sports science course, you'll have a real interest in current sporting events. In order to score highly within coursework, you need to be able to apply examples from current sporting situations. So if you're someone who is a big sports fan and enjoy keeping up to date in the latest developments in technology, controversy, and sports headlines, you'll love this course. As the course is mainly assessed through coursework, you may prefer extended tasks and projects as opposed to exams. This does mean that you'll need to have high levels of organisation and be able to keep to deadlines. So what will I learn? The 4 units you'll cover on sports science are equally weighted and worth 60 marks. The first unit we cover is reducing the risk of injuries, which is an exam unit, which is then followed by technology in sport. In Year 11, we study the principles of training and sports psychology. In our first unit, reducing the risk of sports injury, we learn all about how to identify common sports injuries, how to respond if a participant gets injured, and how to reduce the likelihood of injuries occurring. Throughout the unit, we look at current examples of sportsmen and women, applying our knowledge to explore whether their injury could have been prevented, how long they'll be out of the game for, and the steps that will be taken to get them back to full fitness. We will integrate exam questions throughout lessons in this unit, so you'll be fully prepared for the 1-hour exam in January. Our next unit, technology in sport. This will be our first coursework unit, and we will be presenting how technology enables athletes to achieve new levels of performance, like how Nike helped Eliud Kipchoge break the 2-hour record for running a marathon. We will address key questions, such as whether technologies like Hawkeye and VR are positive, and let you argue your point of view. The first unit in Year 11, Principles of Training. In this unit, we look at how athletes get into the condition they need to be in order to perform at the highest level, developing our understanding of the principles of training. As a class, we'll learn how to set up and carry out fitness tests before applying what we have learned to create a bespoke 6-week training program for an athlete of our choosing. Sports psychology. Here, we look at the psychological differences in performers, the difference between personality and what personalities are suited to certain sports. You'll learn what motivates athletes, how players control anxiety in high-pressure situations, how athletes use goal setting, mental rehearsal, and imagery to perform at the highest level in sport. How you're assessed in sports science. So unlike the GCSE, it's got some key differences. So unlike the GCSE course, you do not need to be assessed in 3 practical sports. We still do practical in the Cambridge National course, but it's not assessed. Unlike the GCSE course, you only sit 1 exam, which is worth 25% of the overall course, instead of 60% on the GCSE. The grade ranges from pass to distinction. Future opportunities. The sport, leisure and health industries are booming, and studying the sports science course is a brilliant first stepping stone if you've thought about working within that sector. Most importantly, this course will prove that you can work to deadlines, work as a team, solve problems by applying the knowledge you've developed, and so much more. If you have any questions about the course, please visit the OCR website or contact myself or your PE teacher, and we'll be happy to discuss the course and your options at Parents' Evening.